Welcome to Street Cred Manager. I'm going for a walk in the bush today. Well, over the last week, I've put out a lot of memes, signs, symbols, videos about stuff which I believe in and which have helped me in some difficult situations. And I'm hoping that maybe you got a chance to go through some of them. Today, we're doing a bit of a different video. And what we're trying to do is today I'm hoping to talk about how you manage performance issues. They're quite important because if somebody within a team isn't performing up to scratch, then it becomes everybody else's job to try and pick that person up or cover for them or take on their work. And it's difficult because the morale of a team drops when somebody's not performing up to scratch. And I thought that when you're dealing with it as a manager, there's possibly three ways you can handle it. The first is you can take the blame for the whole situation and say, this is my fault. I'm the one who did this and I'm the one who caused this. That may work in some circumstances, but I don't know if it works in all circumstances. The second way you can deal with it is to actually turn around and put the blame on the other person and say it's their fault. I've shown you how to do it, you're not doing it. You're not performing. That's a blame culture. Okay? The third way, before I go on to this one, reminds me of something that Obama said. Obama said when you become president, it's not about presidential things that you do. It's not about legislative, it's not about jurisdiction, it's not about setting the pace, it's about creating culture and behavior. And I'll touch on that as a specific topic at a different time. But culture and behavior is how you shape an organization. And if each manager is thinking about that within their unit, then it's creating a continual flow of thought. And a continual flow of thought in a certain direction by one team, the second team, the third team. Collectively, they've now influenced an entire culture of people. And what they've also done is if they created an amazing thought process, something that draws down from a value system. So the third option that I have is one that I actually advocate the most. And I believe that it's the best way to do things. Sit down with the person and explain to them that they're not performing. They may already know that they are not performing. Have a frank heart-to-heart conversation without a notepad, without HR in the room, with just you and the person, and genuinely ask them, how can I as a manager help you kick that goal? What can I do to create that scenario for you to win? Because let's remember, when they're winning, you're winning. And this is where people forget. When they're winning, you're winning. And that's a winning culture. Okay? And once they explain to you, if they're comfortable enough, you may have to have 2 or 3 conversations coming down the same path. And when they're comfortable enough to actually have that conversation with you, and they come out and tell you what it is, then you need to circle back and work with them to get them up to there. Because the easy solution is to turn around and say, you're a useless employee, I've shown 10 different people how to do this, you're not doing it, you're underperforming, there's the door. Cultures that do that, you're creating disruption for nothing. You first got to try and see if you can bring this person back on track. You first got to try and see if this person can be salvaged. Because each one of these people were employed for a reason. Now, I'm not touching on employing with purpose. I'm touching on managing performance. So I feel the last way in which you do this is the best way to do this. Sit down in a neutral environment, have a calm, collected conversation with the person and explain to them why they're underperforming, where they're underperforming, and ask them how you can be of service to them. That's going to create a better outcome for you than to point fingers either at yourself, at them, at the equipment, or anybody else. It creates an environment, and I've always used this term, creating that environment for success is the only way that they win. And when they are winning, you're winning. Street Cred Manager, managing performance. Leave me your comments, your likes, share the video. We're only as good as you let us be. And I hope the rest of the day is your best of the day. Have a good day.